Well, welcome everyone. Sorry we're getting started a little bit late here, but let's go ahead and scooch back in our chairs, wiggle, squiggle back. Make sure we got our backs definitely want to touch. I want you to have your backs touch the chair. And I have been incredibly thirsty today. I think I walked outside and it was really dry out and whatever. So I may be drinking a lot and I apologize for interruptions, but I think I'm going to need to be doing that. So sitting up nice and tall, feet parallel to one another, find a happy place for your hands to be. Music, Dagny, is it too loud?
Nice.
Okay, good. Just closing your eyes and letting yourself settle in. Letting go of whatever it took to get you here and putting on hold whatever you need to do after class. It will joyfully be waiting for you when we're done. So for the next 45 minutes, allow yourself to just focus on your breath and the movement of your body in coordination with that breath. And for now, just acknowledging the breath, bringing your attention to the process, following the breath in, and following the breath out. Without changing anything, bring your attention now to the end of the inhalation when there's that transition from inhale to exhale. And in that moment of transition between exhale and inhale, just noting that moment. Allowing the breath to flow naturally. Today's reading is, postures are questions, not answers. Practicing asana, which are postures, is not about getting the right answers, but rather about continuing to ask questions. How am I breathing? Where does my mind wander? How can I create more ease in my body right now? Ask yourself these questions as we practice today. As you inhale this next time, turn your head one direction. Exhale the nose back to the middle. Inhale, turn your head the other direction. Exhale back to the middle. So remember, as we're continuing this action, that as we turn our head to the side on the inhale, our belly expands. As we bring our nose back to the middle on the exhale, our belly contracts. Let the hands rest comfortably on the legs. And as you continue to move the head, whichever direction you're moving your head toward, lift the opposite leg up, maybe a little, maybe a lot. And lower the leg back down, bring the nose back to center. Right now I'm turning to the left. I'm lifting my right leg up, exhaling the foot back down, nose to center. So continue this new pattern, inhaling, turning the head, lifting the leg, and then coming back to neutral and doing the other side. So you can lift that leg a little bit, you can lift it a lot, totally up to you. If you do lift it a lot, maybe flex the ankle, pull the toes back toward you. The next time your nose is pointing forward, pause. As we exhale this next time, let's let one ear descend down toward its shoulder and inhale the head back up. Exhale the other ear down. And inhale the head back up. So this is our new pattern, exhaling down and inhaling up. Going slowly, letting the head become very heavy as you exhale the ear down. Using the neck muscles to inhale the head back up. The next time your head descends to the right, pause. Let the head be heavy and make sure your nose is pointing straight ahead rather than letting your chin drop down toward your chest. And let your left hand fall off your lap. Pull your left fingertips up, push your left palm down toward the floor. Spread your fingers really, really wide. Separate that thumb and pinky as far apart as you can. If your arm is bumping the chair, you might need to move it a little bit. And then let's internally and externally rotate that left upper arm. Make sure the effort is coming from the upper arm and not the hand. The hand is moving a lot, but let the origin of effort come from the upper left arm. Inhale one direction, exhale the other. Let that left arm go limp and inhale the head and hand back to neutral. Turn your head a little bit side to side. Not as big as we did at the beginning of class, just a little turn side to side. And then pause the action and allow your left ear to slowly descend down toward your left shoulder. Let your head become heavy here. Notice the stretch along the right side of the neck. Let your right hand fall off the lap. Pull your right fingertips up, push your right palm down toward the floor, and spread your fingers really, really wide. Separate that thumb and pinky as far apart as you comfortably can. Keep lifting the fingertips, and then internally and externally rotate that right upper arm. Remember, it's the upper arm where the action is coming from, not the hand. Inhale one direction, exhale the other. And then let that right hand go limp and inhale the hand back to neutral. Nod your head up and down just a little bit, just a little lift of the chin, just a little drop of the chin, not too big. And then the next time you're dropping down, go ahead and push gently into your feet and let your head just drop down as deep as it comfortably can. Pushing into your feet slightly so your legs are engaged, your core is engaged, your belly is pulling toward your spine. You're continuing to breathe though. The head is just heavy in the front. And then release the pressure in the feet and inhale your head up, the chin up as high as you're comfortable with. And exhale the chin down as far as you're comfortable with, keeping your back against the chair. Exhaling down and inhaling up. And then pause with the chin parallel to the floor and let both hands fall off the lap. As we exhale this next time, let one hand descend down toward the floor, maybe not as far as you can, and inhale up. So each time coming up and then going down to the opposite side, each time you go down, maybe going a little bit deeper, maybe not. Listen to your side body. Don't lift the opposite sit bone up as you drop the hand down, but exhaling down and inhaling up. Keep your back against the chair so that you kind of scoop a little bit because the back of the chair is rounded, it's not flat. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And the next time you're up, let's pause. Take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, roll the shoulders forward. Let your head and arms become very heavy. And just exhale, exhale, exhale forward. Rounding your back, dropping the head down, letting the arms hang. Look at your feet and parallel them if they are not. And then inhale yourself back up. Rolling the shoulders up, back, and around. And at the very end of the inhalation, placing your head on top. Do that 2 more times. Exhaling, rolling forward. Slowly exhaling, exhaling. Head and arms become heavy. Shoulders round forward. When there's nothing left to push out, inhale yourself back up. And one last time. Once you're up, place your hands back on your legs, unless you prefer letting them hang. And let's go ahead and lift one foot barely off the floor and rotate that ankle one direction. Remember, we go slow and we go large, trying to articulate as large of a range of motion as we can generate. And then pause and go the other direction. Pause and go the other direction. And then let's flex that ankle and point the toes. Flex the ankle, point the toes. One more time. Flex, point, and lower that foot down. Other foot comes up just enough to clear the floor. We're not straightening the leg out. And rotate the ankle one direction. Slow and large. And reverse. Go the other way. Pausing, flex that ankle, point the toes. Flex the ankle, point the toes. One more time. Flex, point, and lower that foot down. Lift both feet barely off the floor. Engage your core. Make sure your back is touching the chair. And let's bring those feet up as we push through the heels and pull the toes back and lower the feet down. Let's inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up, push through the toe, or push through the heels, pull the toes back, and come down. Keep going. A couple more times. If you're going a little slower, a little faster than I am, it's fine. Up and lowering down. The next time we come up, let's hold the position, not the breath. So we're pushing through the heels. We're pulling the toes back toward us. Feeling the backs of the legs really opening up. And let both hands once again fall off the lap. Turn the hands around so the palms are facing down. And inhale the hands up to shoulder height. And then lengthen those hands away from the shoulders. Feel like someone has a hold of your wrists and just lengthening those arms. And then turn your hands over and exhale them down. Keep the legs where they are. Inhale the arms up. Maybe a little bit higher. Turn the hands around and exhale down. So as we continue to move the arms, the palms are always leading. So inhaling the hands up, maybe a little higher, maybe not. Turn the hands around and exhale down. Maybe ultimately you bring the hands so they're parallel to one another. Maybe that's too much. Inhaling up and exhaling down. The next time we inhale up, let's hold the position, not the breath. So your arms might be here, they might be here, they might be closer together. So lift those shoulders toward the ears, push the heels away from the seat. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Turn your hands around, inhale and exhale, hands and feet down. And then let's tap those heels out and tap those toes out. Let's go ahead and move forward on the chair. Sitting up nice and tall, feet parallel to one another, inhaling and exhaling. The hands can rest on the chair, hang, or hold. But we're going to take one leg out to the side, just tap the heel out to the side, bring it back in. We're going to inhale the other heel out to the side, exhale it back in. And this is our pattern. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep going. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So now we're going to combine the arm movement in with it. Same arm and leg. We're going to inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out, exhale in. Keep going. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We're going to pause for just a moment, and now we're going to go opposite. So when we take the heel out to the side, both arms are going to go the opposite way. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Make sure you're sitting tall, and you can move that leg out just a little or a lot. Now I've got myself confused. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And then pause with those hands resting back on the legs. And again, the hands can always rest, hang, or hold. We're going to exhale one leg up and inhale it down. We're going to exhale the other leg up and inhale it down. And just keep with this pattern now. I wasn't out far enough on my chair. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Keep going. Try to plant the foot right back where you got it rather than randomly let it sit back down. And then let's pause and we'll get ready for our bicycle legs. So we're going to exhale one leg up, Inhale it out. Exhale that heel down. Inhale the bent knee back into place. Other leg. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Keep alternating. So if you want to go a little slower or a little faster than I am, that's fine. You might be breathing a little slower or a little faster than I am. Just keep the breath flowing. If you're not doing it exactly how I suggested, it's fine. Just try not to hold your breath. Let's do one more. And then let's extend one leg out long on the floor. The heel is touching, the toes are lifting up toward the ceiling. Again, hands can be wherever you feel safest. We're going to exhale and come forward, and as we do this, squeeze your shoulder blades together and inhale back up. Exhale, come forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together and inhale, come up. Make sure those toes are pulling back toward the shin the entire time, so we're not stepping on the gas here. Exhale, come forward, toes pull back, shoulder blades squeeze, inhale, sit tall. Exhale, inhale. The next time we exhale forward, let's pause and place both hands on the bent knee. Both hands on the bent knee. Then the leg is extended long, take that hand and slide it down the leg as far as you comfortably can. Don't fall off your chair. Inhale, come back up. And let's switch sides. Switching legs, other leg is out long, toes are pulling back, heel is pushing away. Hands can rest, hang, or hold. Exhale, come forward, squeeze those shoulder blades. Inhale, come up. Remember, as we squeeze those shoulder blades, we're pulling those toes back toward the shin, keeping the back of that extended leg very activated. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, come up. The next time you exhale forward, pause. Place both hands on that bent knee thigh. Inhaling and exhaling. The leg that is long, take that hand and slide it down the leg and maybe come a little bit further forward. Don't fall off your chair. And then inhale, come up. Bend that knee, take your feet out wide. Heels are in, toes are out. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's take one arm on the inside of its thigh. Isometric pressure, remember, and try not to change the shape of your shoulders. We don't want to dip down like this. We want to keep the shoulders parallel to the floor. And then your free arm is going to inhale you open, and you're going to look back at that open arm. Holding the position, not the breath, and then take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, bring that arm across the body, bend the elbow, and tap yourself on the opposite shoulder if you can. Inhale, open wide. The arm and leg that are touching are pushing against one another. They're not just resting there. They're working against one another. Inhale, open. And exhale, shut. The next time you inhale, open, pause. Turn that thumb down and bend that elbow and bring that hand behind the low back. Palm is facing out. Pull that shoulder blade a little bit more deeply in toward the spinal column. Push into the arm and thigh a little bit more. And then slide that back hand around the hip, coming forward, and roll your shoulders up, back, and around. And then we're going to get ready to do the other side. So arm on the inside of the leg, isometric pressure. They're pushing against one another, and open that free arm up and back. Look back at that hand. Relax your toes. Inhale, exhale, sweep that back hand forward, bend the elbow, and tap yourself on the opposite shoulder. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, shut. So do a few more, your breath rate. Again, you might be breathing a little slower or maybe a little faster than I am. So let the breath guide the movement. Good. The next time we open wide, pause. Turn that thumb down, pinky up. Bend the elbow, bring that hand behind the low back. Palm is facing out. Bring that shoulder blade in a little bit more deeply toward the spinal column and push that arm and thigh into one another. Slide the back hand around the hip, coming forward. Heel, ball, toe, the feet a little bit closer together. Lift the shoulders up toward the ears and just hold them there for a few breaths. Just up, 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 up. Now, when they come down, don't let them drop. Let them come down slowly and picture your shoulder blades and let them slide down your back ribs. Lift them up again, feeling those shoulder blades lift off the back ribs. And then as you inhale or exhale, let them slide back down. Hands on or near the knees, and let's go ahead and do some cat-cow. So as we exhale, let's round the back, kind of hunch back in your chair a little bit, head and shoulders roll forward. Inhale, sit tall, push into those thighs, maybe, and possibly lift the chin up a little bit, or maybe even a lot. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, arc the back. So we're undulating the spine right now, all the way from the tailbone to the crown of the head. We're going from one direction to the other, including our 6 directions of moving the spine every day to keep a healthy neurological system. And then sitting up nice and tall, let's bring those feet so they are parallel and the heels are a little bit behind the knees. We're going to come to standing here in just a little bit. As always, we're going to fold forward 3 times. The 3rd time, we're going to swing those arms and bring ourselves up. So sitting tall, arms are hanging. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward, lift the arms up behind you. Inhale, sit tall, drop the arms. Exhale, fold forward, lift those arms up behind you. Inhale, sit tall. Last time, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, swing those arms and come up to stand. And then let's walk around to the back of the chair. Back of the chair. So remember, whenever we're standing and working with a chair, when you want to challenge yourself a little bit, you can always do that by letting go of the chair, but just be careful. Look down at your feet, make sure they're parallel to one another. And this is one exercise I definitely encourage you to try to let go of the chair. We're just shifting our weight from foot to foot, leg to leg. So this exercise feels very different when you're barefoot. There's a little bit more work going on when you have shoes on. It's not quite as challenging for the feet, but it's also more stimulating for the bottoms of the feet. So just keep that in mind if you ever decide to do this at home without shoes on. So we're shifting our weight from leg to leg, foot to foot, trying to find our edge. Excuse me. No. And then let's pause the side to side and let's go forward and back now. Again, we're trying to make this action come from the ankles, not the hips. How far forward can I go and not lift my heels? How far back can I go and not lift my toes? So challenge the edge here. So maybe you might lift your heels, you might lift your toes because you're finding the edge. You're just challenging the muscles in the feet and the ankles, actually. And let's pause. I encourage you to place your hands on the chair this time. Shift your weight into your left leg and bring your right heel up toward your seat. Make sure that right knee points down toward the floor and doesn't come toward the chair. It hangs down. That check, I can talk. That stretches out the quadricep, the top of the thigh a little bit better. And then lower that right foot down. Shift your weight into the right foot. Soften that knee and bring your left heel up toward your seat. Breathing, breathing, breathing. And lower that foot back down. Shift your weight once again into that left foot. Bring your right foot up toward your seat. Lift the left arm up high, higher, higher, and lower it down. Lift the right arm up, 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 and lower it down. Let the hands bounce on the chair. And lower the right foot down. Shift your weight into the right leg. Soften that knee and bring your left heel up toward your seat. Remember, knee doesn't come forward. Knee stays down. Lift your right arm up high, higher, higher, and lower it down. Lift your left arm up, up, up. Feel that left rib cage opening up and lower that hand down. Let the hands bounce on the chair. And then lower that left foot down. Let's go ahead and come into our chair dog. Take your feet out nice and feet. These are hands. Okay. Sometimes I remember. Take your hands out wide on the chair and let's walk back into our chair dog. Coming back as far as you're comfortable with and maintaining a long spine. Make sure those feet are parallel and you don't lock your knees. You want to keep the knees an ever so slight bend in them, micro bend in the knees, or maybe bigger. Pull your tailbone away from the chair. Lift your tailbone away from the floor without straightening the legs completely. Feel the backs of your legs really opening up. And then let's do little baby steps and come forward. Little baby steps and come forward. Shake the legs out. Bring the left foot to the midline of the chair and slide your right foot back. Look at the alignment of your feet. You want your left heel lined up with your right arch, but your right foot is at a diagonal. It's not perpendicular to the left. And then bend that left knee and make sure it plants right on top of the ankle. It's not past the ankle or weeble-wobbling to the side. Ground into your feet. Take your right arm and lift it up behind you and look back at that right hand. Right arm parallel to the floor. Keep your right arm where it is and turn and look forward. If it feels safe, let your left arm rest on the chair. If it feels safe, lift your left arm up. Lengthen through your arms, round into your feet. Make sure you're breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. So looking toward the left hand, not necessarily at it. Lower that left arm to the chair, left hand to the chair, swing your right foot and your right hand forward, and shake your legs out. Let's do the other side. So step the right foot to the midline of the chair, slide your left foot back. Look at your alignment before we bend that right knee, and then bend that right knee and make sure it's planted. Now, if you don't feel any efforting going on here, you might need to hop that left foot back a little further. If you feel like you're going to fall over, you might need to hop it forward a little bit. So then we're going to take that left arm, sweep it back behind us, and look back at that left hand, breathing. And then turn your head and look forward. If it feels safe, let your right arm rest on the chair. If it feels safe, lift your right arm up. Lengthen through your arms, ground into your feet. So feel that left heel grounding, feel your right big toe grounding into the earth. Lower that right arm to the chair, right hand to the chair, swing your left foot and your left hand forward and shake them out. Let's go ahead and step back away from the chair. We're going to work on our squats now. So if you don't feel safe letting go of the chair, you can stay closer and hold on to the chair the whole time. But we're going to take our feet out nice and wide, toes out, heels in. Let's just do a few micro bends before we begin the actual movement to make sure that the knees are tracking over the toes. Very important. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that little micro bend in the knees, but we're going to bend a lot in the hips and let our upper body fold forward and inhale up. So lots of different things you can do with your arms as we exhale forward and inhale up. You can let the hands rest on the legs. You can let the arms hang. You can sweep the arms up back behind you, whatever feels appropriate. But as you come forward, we're shooting the seat backward. We're bending the knees, but we're not bringing the knees forward. We're letting the seat drop backward as we exhale, and the inhale brings us up. Exhale. And inhale. Next time you're up, let's heel ball toes, feet closer together. Shake the legs out. Bring the left foot to the left leg of the chair. When we slide our right foot back, this time we're staying on the railroad track. So the feet are lined up this way and not where the right foot is behind the left, out parallel. So when we bend that left knee, we want to make sure that right heel stays on the floor. I want that right heel turned in just a little bit, hands resting on the chair. Left knee is bent. We're going to take that left hand and swim it back behind us and place the back of the left hand on our bodies. Palm is facing out. And just let that left hand wiggle, squiggle over to the right side as much as you can. Take your right hand over to the left side of the chair. Take your left knee and move it in toward midline a little bit. And then use that right hand to help turn belly, ribcage, chest to the left. Keep the shoulders above the hips. Ground into your right foot. Ground into your left big toe. Make sure you're breathing. Let your left arm hang. Slide your right hand over to the right side of the chair. Swing your left hand and your right foot forward and shake them out. Let's go ahead and get ready for the other side. So right foot comes to the right leg of the chair. Slide the left foot back. Keeping it parallel to the right, turn that left heel in, bend that right knee, knee on top of ankle. Shoulders above hips. Take that right hand and swim it back behind you. Really wiggle, squiggle that right hand over toward the left side, and then take your left hand over to the right side of the chair. Take your right knee and move it in toward midline a little bit, and then use your left hand to help turn belly, rib cage, and chest to the right. Standing tall. Ground into your feet. Let your right arm hang. Slide your left hand over to the left side, swing your right hand and your left foot forward, and shake it out. Arms out wide again on the chair, and let's do our chair dog. Stepping back. Little baby steps coming back to our chair dog. Seeing if this one feels the same as the other. Do you have access to go a little deeper this time? Maybe not. Make sure those knees have at least a micro bend in them, and then pull that tailbone away from the chair and lift the tailbone away from the floor. Make sure you're breathing. Little baby steps, let's come back up to standing. Little baby steps, let's come back up to standing. And let's go ahead and step to the right side of the chair. At a diagonal, left hand is on the corner of the chair. We're going to do little baby steps as we turn ourselves. We're going to swing that right hand around, coming to the opposite corner of the chair. Squeeze our shoulder blades together. Release the left hand and come over to the left side of the chair with our right hand resting on the chair. And then we're just going to go back. So spinning the feet, swing that left hand over, grab the chair, squeeze the shoulder blades together, release your right hand, and come over to the left side, or right side of the chair with your left hand. And do that one more time on your own. Little steps. Swing that right hand over, grab the chair, shoulder blades, squeeze, release, come over, and then go back again. Good. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn with our right hand on the chair. Our left leg is going to be moving, so our right leg is our support leg. So make sure you keep that micro bend in the knee. We're going to bring that left foot up, the knee up, so that the thigh is parallel to the floor and the bottom of the foot is parallel to the floor. So just holding the position, not the breath. And then let's lower that left leg down and add breath and motion now. So we're going to exhale that left leg up, inhale it down. We're going to exhale it up. We're going to inhale it down. Exhale it up. Inhale it down one more time. Exhale up. Inhale down. Good. Let's go ahead and turn around, and we're going to do the right leg now. So the left leg is our support leg. It stays stationary. Feet are parallel. Shift your weight into that left leg and bring that right foot up. And this first time, we're just going to hold it. Bottom of the foot is looking at the floor. And then lower that leg down, and we'll add breath and motion now. So exhale that right leg up. Inhale it down. Exhale it up. Inhale it down. Exhale it up. Inhale it down. Last one. Exhale up. Inhale down. Let's turn around again. Right hand on the chair, right leg the stable leg, left leg is the one that's going to be moving. We're going to bring those left toes in front so they touch the floor, but our left heel does not. We're keeping the shoulders above the hips here. We're going to lift that left leg up and take it out directly to the side. Let the toes touch the floor. Lift the leg up and take the toes back behind us without leaning forward. Then lift that leg up and take it out to the side. Lift the leg up, take it forward. So 3 times we're going to be here. We're going to inhale the left leg from the front to the back and exhale it forward 2 more times. Inhale back, exhale forward. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Slide that foot back into place. Let's turn around and do the other side. So the right leg is the leg that's going to be moving. Bring those right toes forward so they touch the floor, but the right heel does not. Lift that leg up, take it directly out to the side. Lift the leg up, take it back behind you. Lift the leg up, take it out to the side. Lift the leg up, take it forward. 3 times. Inhale from front to back. Exhale forward. Inhale front to back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Slide that foot back into place, and let's turn and face the chair again. We're going to step back away from the chair, but not as far as we did for squats. We're going to take our feet out maybe a little wider than hip distance apart. I want you to be able to have your hands on the chair. So look down at your feet, and we're just going to inhale those heels up, coming way up onto the toes and balls, and come back down. Inhale up, and exhale down. My ankles kind of hurt today. Inhale up, and exhale down. So this next time, we're going to inhale up. And when we exhale down, when the heels touch, we're going to bend the knees, bend the hips, and we're going to fold forward and maybe lift the toes. We're going to inhale, drop those toes down, straighten the legs, lift the heels up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, lift the toes, maybe. Inhale up, one last time. Exhale, coming forward. Good, shake the legs out. We're going to turn one more time with our right hand on the chair. Our left leg is going to be moving. So this time we're going to do that same movement we did at the very beginning. We're going to bring the leg up, and then we're going to open the gate, and then we're going to close the gate. So we're going to exhale that left leg up. We're going to inhale that leg open. We're going to exhale it shut. We're going to inhale the foot down. Exhale the left knee up. Inhale the leg open. Exhale it shut. Inhale it down. One more. Exhale. Inhale open. Exhale shut. Inhale down. Okay, let's turn around. We'll do the right leg now. Shift your weight into that left leg. Bring that right leg up. Exhale. Inhale open. Exhale shut. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale open. Exhale shut. Inhale down. Last one. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Let's go ahead and come around and have a seat. Go ahead and scoot back in the chair. In just a moment, we're going to do something, and when we bring our hands together above our head, we're going to bring them together like this. So the palms aren't touching, but the fingertips are. So that's what it's going to look like. So let's go ahead and rub our hands together. Generate a little bit of heat here, and then shake your hands out. Let your arms drop down alongside the body, and inhale the hands up, and that's where we're bringing the fingertips to touch, but not the palms. Take a nice deep inhale, and bring the thumbs to touch the top of your head. Take a nice deep inhale. Bring the thumbs to touch between the eyebrows. Take a nice deep inhale. Bring the thumbs to touch in the middle of the chest. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down. So the thumbs are right about at the belly button. The hands might not really make it, the fingers are just spread wide and down. So the thumbs are about at the belly button. Just pause here, inhaling and exhaling, and then one more time, let's sweep the arms up. Turn the hands around and exhale them down. Roll the shoulders up, back, and around. And then make sure you've scooted way back in the chair. You're sitting up for Shavasana. You can go ahead and keep your eyes open, or you can close them, whatever you like. I'm going to turn the lights down a little bit. Sitting tall, finding a happy place for the hands to rest. Inhaling and exhaling. So one of the questions of the reading at the beginning of class was to ask yourself, where does my mind wander? So just for the next few breaths, as you try to keep your attention on your breath, notice, where does my mind wander? No judgment, just noticing, where does my mind wander? Beginning to bring some movement back to your fingers and toes. Turning your head a little bit either side of center. Pausing the movements, nodding your head up and down just a little bit. Not too high, not too low. Pausing the movements, or movement. Yoga is a unique and specific form of self-care. May it serve you well. Inhaling the palms up toward the ceiling, exhaling the hands together into the heart center as we say, Namaste. Thank you all so much for coming today. Appreciate your presence. Would love to see you next week.